What's up, apes? Lady apes, gentlemen apes. This is ApeAndy. I have to be in a whisper mode because wife, son, and daughter are still asleep. Okay. And I honestly, I am too poor to afford a microphone. So please, sorry, just tune the volume up. Okay. Getting straight to the point to save everybody time. Now, two things that will trigger the MOASS for GME. Of course, AMC as well. Two things. One thing is that overstock precedent has been set. So the judge has ruled that the company Overstock, they had the right to issue crypto dividend. The SHF sued the company Overstock saying that, you're manipulating. You cannot do crypto dividend. It'll hurt us, the SHF, because you're manipulating, okay? And they sued Overstock. The judge ruled, and the SHF appealed, and then a couple of days ago in the great state of Utah in the United States, the judge ruled that the ruling has been finalized with prejudice. It's a legal term saying that no more appeals. Company are allowed to issue crypto dividend. Finalized. So a legal precedent has been set. So in the future, if any companies are worried that if they issue crypto dividend, they will get sued by SHF, shorting them, they don't have to worry. There's a legal precedent. So that said, our beloved meme stock, GameStop, the chairman of the board, Mr. Ryan Cohen, has a legal precedent on his side because many apes who love GameStop and love Ryan Cohen are frustrated. Why is the company GameStop, why is the chairman of the board, Ryan Cohen, not issuing a crypto dividend like an NFT dividend? Well, the argument was that maybe the company doesn't like to get sued by Big C. Maybe Ryan Cohen doesn't want to go through the trouble of being sued by SHF, such as Big C. Now, there's a precedent, a legal precedent. So there's no worry for anyone who wants to make a decision to issue crypto dividend. But we, retail apes, have to wait patiently for our beloved company, GameStop, and beloved Ryan Cohen, chairman of the board of GameStop, to make that decision. So do you see how frustrated the apes are? Waiting for a crypto dividend because apes knows that crypto dividend will trigger MOASS. Okay, frustration, right? We know what will trigger the MOASS, crypto dividend, but the company isn't doing that. Chairman of the board isn't doing that. I'm sure they have their reasons. So the truth is, apes are frustrated, correct? Right, you feel the frustration, right? Now, exactly the same scenario. Key point number 2. Direct registration of shares will trigger the MOASS. That logic has been said and done in past videos. Read Reddit, DD into GME, the sub. And there are other posts in Superstock as well, and GME. But DD into GME, they have the best posts about DRS explained. Just go in there and read it. It's in Reddit. It's in the sub called DD into GME. Okay, so they have proven DD that DRS will trigger the MOASS. So I'm not going to take time to explain it here. It's going to take 10-20 minutes. But I'm going to say that many apes don't want to do DRS because it will take longer to sell. not like selling at a press of a button when MOASS happens. That is the only concern. I will say this, MOASS is not if, it is when. So, ApeAndy, when? When all the GME shares are DRSed, direct registration of shares. Each and every share of GameStop is certified under retail's name. That's the time MOASS happens. You know, because more and more apes are doing DRS. DRS is gaining traction. That is why the short volume is dropping. That is why the deep dark swimming pool prices are increasing. There are fewer and fewer real shares to go around. Okay, now, here comes the simulation. I want you to do a simulation in your head. There are 100 apes, and there are 100 shares of GME. These 100 apes prefer not to do DRS on the 100 shares. Let's assume the float of GME is only 100 shares. 100 apes, each can afford one GME share, but they say, no, I don't believe people like ApeAndy saying that DRS will trigger the MOASS. And I don't want to do DRS because it takes days and weeks to sell when MOASS happens. So these 100 apes don't buy their each one share, 100 shares of GME via DRS. They only buy it through broker because they want to sell at an instant. So none of the shares of GME are DRSed. Remember, MOASS is not if, it is when. When all the shares of GME are DRSed. So since no apes are doing DRS, then they prefer to wait for God knows when, MOASS. Get it? Okay, now. These 100 apes, some begin to realize that, oh, DRS is the way. So they DRS their shares. They DRS their shares. And then MOASS happens. Now, yes, it takes longer to sell if these shares are DRSed, but because it takes longer to sell, right? When MOASS happens, the SHF wants to cover. Please sell me fast. Please sell me fast. And there are apes who like to sell fast. I like to sell fast. Then the SHF get to cover fast. Only if you sell fast can the SHF cover fast. Price goes down. MOASS doesn't get as high. But if apes DRS, it takes longer to sell. Yes, okay. I'm not talking about computer share because I'm not promoting computer share. It takes longer to sell. I want to sell. Put in a sell order of DRS. It takes days and weeks to sell. And these SHF, they want to buy, but they wait days and weeks. Guess how high the price goes when the SHF want to buy, cannot buy, second day, want to buy, cannot buy, third day, want to buy, cannot buy, fourth day, want to buy, cannot buy, 1 week goes by, want to buy, cannot buy, 2 weeks goes by, want to buy, cannot buy. The fact that DRS is slow to sell actually works for MOASS, not against MOASS. The fact that DRS is slow to sell works against the SHF, who want you to sell fast so that they could cover fast. Is the simulation logic clicking? Okay, so, but if you're really still concerned about not having a quick, fast sale, click of a button sale during the MOASS, of GME, then DRS 20% of your portfolio of GME. Keep 80% at the broker with a quick sell of a button. Okay? And when all is said and done, remember this video and then take a look. At what price did you sell your 80% of GME portfolio? And at what price did you sell 20% of your GME portfolio? Those DRSed shares will be sold very near the king peak. This is my take. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to DRS if you don't want to. Honest, please do not DRS your shares if you don't want to. But for those of you who watch this video, and if the logic of the simulation clicked, you may choose to DRS 100% of your GME portfolio. But then in the back of your mind, you always think, what if ApeAndy is wrong? That is the decision you have to make. To DRS or not to DRS. To DRS 100% or to DRS 20% and leave 80% at the broker. Okay? Oh, by the way, if you don't do DRS, it's just going to keep waiting and waiting for MOASS. MOASS is not if, it is when. It is when all the GME shares are DRSed. Get it? So you have to do DRS to trigger the MOASS. Oh, I'm not going to do DRS because it's going to be slow to sell during the MOASS. So you don't do DRS. So just keep waiting for a MOASS that never gets triggered by DRS. It's catch-22. It's catch-22. Okay? Be strong, apes. If you don't like DRS, don't do DRS. But some people are telling others not to do DRS. I don't know why. You get that logic as well? See, assume ApeAndy doesn't like to do DRS. Okay, I'm not going to DRS my shares. You DRS your shares, fine, that is your business. Hey, but I go through the trouble of telling all my friends, hey, don't do DRS, don't do DRS, don't do DRS. Why? If you don't like DRS, just don't do it yourself. Why do you have to tell 10 persons, 100 persons around you, and go to the extent of attacking those people who are for DRS? Why are you so afraid of DRS? Is that logic clicking as well? One thing is for sure, the SHF don't want you to do DRS. The DTCC don't want you to do DRS. Okay, again, if you don't like to do DRS, just don't do it yourself. You don't have to attack people promoting DRS. You don't have to tell others not to do DRS. If other people do DRS, fine, that is their business. They trigger the MOASS. Don't you want MOASS? Yeah, I mean, you're a quick seller. You want to keep it at your broker. You don't want to do DRS. But if other apes want to do DRS to trigger the MOASS, wouldn't that benefit you who don't do DRS, but you prefer to keep your shares at the broker? Okay, is that logic clicking as well? Okay, good. Now, so for those apes who want to keep them at broker, who don't want to do DRS, let the other apes do DRS. The other apes will trigger the MOASS for you. Isn't that good for you? Good. But why do you have to attack those people doing DRS to trigger the MOASS? You don't want the MOASS to happen. Or do you? Okay, run the simulations through in your head. And if this logic is too complicated, replay this video. If you could show this video to your friends and ask them their opinion on the simulation, okay, of DRS or not. But when you show your friends, please tell your friends, this ApeAndy is not a YouTuber. This ApeAndy is not after subscribers. No need to subscribe, okay? I'm not after subscribers. I don't want to be a YouTuber. I just want the truth to be out there for MOASS of GME to happen. Some shows attack me saying I'm promoting computer share. I'm not getting paid by computer share. I just want to get paid by MOASS. Don't you? I love you. DRS apes or non-DRS apes, I love you. GME apes, AMC apes, I love you. Meme stock apes, the entire ape community, lady apes, gentlemen apes, I love you.